It's your boy Big Cookie.
It's your boy Big Bree.
Hey yo, this is Jay Rich.
And we the future, and you listening to ZMR Radio.
Yeah, man. Yo, man, hold on, man. Y'all got to turn them radios up. Y'all got to turn them up. Turn them radios up.
Your request.
Shalom and welcome to the Request Live Show. The reason why you are hot Mondays, while everybody else is hating. However, today is Tuesday. We are coming to you with a special day after edition. We spent the day yesterday enjoying ourselves and helping support and campaign for change here in Rockdale County. So we are here with you on a lovely Tuesday evening, 4th of July, Independence Day, for those that do that type of thing. And we appreciate your attendance and allowing us your listening ear for the next, hour and a half? Yeah, hour and a half. We are here until 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, playing the hits that you want to hear. Yes, this is the Request Live Show where you request it and we play it. So get those requests rolling. You got 3 max. If this is your first evening or first night listening to us, welcome. We do appreciate you. Go ahead and click that join. You've already clicked join on ZMR Radio. Go ahead and click the join for ZMR chat. I'm not sure how many shenanigans we'll have tonight, but I'm sure there will be some shenanigans in the air this evening. And if y'all permit, you will be able to catch this episode in the future on our YouTube page as well as Spotify. Check us out. We are growing. We are flourishing as one of our other shows, Flourish Girl Flourish, Sunday evening, 8 o'clock p.m. Yeah, there it is.
It is.
And we got Richie. We got Rich back with us. Rich left us and went to Mexico. Welcome back.
Appreciate it. I'm glad to be back too. I done missed sleeping in my own bed, so I'm finally back.
I'm sure. Any interesting anything or unexpected things you may have seen while you were there?
I guess the most interesting thing I seen, which I'm pretty sure most of y'all seen the video when we got the snorkel. That's the first time I actually got. I think that's the deepest water I've probably been in my life. But I guess the funny thing about that story, I really thought the guy lied to us. He said, he told us that snorkeling, that their version of snorkeling was like standing in probably like knee length water, and you kind of look down with your goggles, and you just look in, and you'll see little fish swimming by. So we're like, okay. So we get out on the boat, and he takes us out to a reef, and we didn't know how deep the water was out there. So we get out, like that's when you see his jump. Man, even though you got life vests on, you still kind of go underwater for a little bit, but it's like a buoy, it bounce you back up. So like once I felt my feet couldn't touch the ground, like I'm out there panicking. I'm just like, this water deep. I'm just sitting there like I'm just like talking to myself, trying to calm, like, all right, just chill. Like you got a life vest, like you're not gonna sink. So, but once I kind of got myself chilled, I swam a little bit, looked under there, seen like a big stingray sitting at the bottom of the ocean floor. A couple little pretty fish swimming by, so that was a pretty cool experience because I never really did that before. Unfortunately, we ain't seen no sharks or none because we'd have been done.
Thankful, but yeah, like snorkeling. When I think of snorkeling, it usually is you can stand up because the snorkels that I've seen, you have to be able to put your head down and there still be passage for air in the little piece that you wear.
Right.
So I think what y'all did looked more like scuba diving than snorkeling.
The water he took it. Well, no, it wasn't deep. Go ahead. What you about to say?
No, I was gonna say because I'm with you. When I did see the video, for those that did not see the video, that was not water that looked like I could stand up in. And I'm with you. If I can't stand up in it, I'm not comfortable because when things get hard, I need to be able to stand up.
Exactly right.
And playing all over everywhere.
Right. That's how I felt. And even though it was like not coastal waters, what I'm trying to say, like island type waters, the current wasn't bad, but it was enough to still kind of like get you to like wash you up. Like you trying to swim back to the boat, them currents was like pushing you away. You like, man, like these currents is rough. So I can imagine being like somewhere like in a real, for real ocean, Atlantic, Pacific somewhere, and them things just watching you anywhere, everywhere. I'm like, yeah, I'd have
Let
been
me tell
done. Them
you.
people who survive in 100 days at sea, yeah, I'll probably survive for like 5 minutes. Niggas find me at the bottom of the ocean somewhere. Hey, I
I don't
don't
know what
know.
I would do with you saying that. It makes me think about have you ever seen the movie? I think it I want to say it's Storm of the Century, but I feel like Storm of the Century is a Stephen King movie where the guy that ends up, they don't say he's a demon, but like everything about him says that he's a demon. He comes to this island and he basically kind of holds the people hostage because he needs an heir. So they have to like pull stones, and whoever gets, I think it was like a black stone, then they have to
Hmm.
give up their child, and he takes them. But the movie, I think it might, that's still some situation. The movie that I'm talking about, it actually is supposed to be a true story where these guys went out fishing and they ended up, basically everybody died, and the end of the movie is this guy and he's in the ocean and he's like, there's this ginormous wave, and they zoom out, and as they zoom out you just see how big the ocean is, and he looks like a speck of pepper in the midst of
Hmm.
that ocean. So that's what I think about. Like, I think that the ocean is a very beautiful place.
Hmm.
Being that I was born and raised in a coastal area, I definitely have a fondness for the beach. However, at the same time, I have a respect for that water
Oh yeah.
because that's not my area. That is not my area. And I can swim, but I am definitely not strong enough to fight a current. From what I've heard, the more you fight it, the more tired you get. They actually recommend that
Yep.
if you do get caught in one, just lay back and just let it take you wherever. But the thought
Hmm.
of I'm just laying in water and letting it take me wherever, it's pretty scary.
Right, and you know what? It's funny you said because that's what actually was happening. We were like fighting, like me and Austin, like we were fighting it because it's kind of funny. Like it's kind of funny just sitting there and letting someone take you. Like human instinct is like it's just taking me
Mm-hmm.
down. Let me fight it. But you're
Yep.
like it's reversing. Like it's making you more tired. I'm just like I can't fight this.
Yep.
So yeah, it's crazy. What's the name of that movie? Because it seems interesting. I want to watch
Let's
that.
see. I'll see if I can find it. But it's like one of those it's like if you've ever seen The Greatest Catch. I used to like really like to watch that show. Um which I think some of that may be kind of, what's the word, romanticized maybe would be the word. Of course it
Hmm.
has to be doctored up for it to be entertaining. Not that that particular line of work itself, to me anyway, isn't entertaining. It's not Storm of the Century. If you're listening and you know the name of that movie, it's a fishing movie. um Dog, I cannot think of the name of that movie. Storm of the Century is the Stephen King one. Maybe I'll, you know how I do. I'm very random. It could be like a day or two later. But if we talked about it here and I find it, I'm gonna drop it in the chat. So that's
Oh yeah,
why if you're able to hear me and you're not a part of the chat, definitely join the chat. There are all kinds of fun conversations that pop up. We have random jig sessions sometimes. Individuals are listening to different Zamar, and we might just start throwing gifts out there. Sometimes we'll have random giveaways. So if you are not a part of the chat, you are definitely missing out. And I say you probably want to join. You probably want to join.
definitely.
Yep. Something else exciting. Guess what?
What happened?
Tomorrow is the 1 year anniversary of us being live.
Goodness, I can't believe it
It
came
has
that
been
quick.
1 year. It did. It did. By the count of you who we haven't survived as of tomorrow for 1 whole year, and we could not do that without our listeners. So we definitely appreciate each and every one of you. If you would like to see this continue and move forward and progress to 2 years, 5 years, y'all permit 10 years, if this ratchet world still got that in it, definitely
Hmm.
support, continue to listen. You are able to donate to ZMR Radio. Yes, really. As of July 5th, it will be 1 year. We have been live here on ZMR Radio. We kicked off with the first album review we had. And if you're listening, you are definitely welcome to call in. The first quote unquote show we had, I remember I was so nervous. It was the it was the Simply AC release party, and
This-
I was on here by myself, and I felt so weird. I was like, no one's listening. This is nerve wracking. And so that's how the Request Live was born, because I was like, hey, y'all, let's get out here and let's do this, because me by myself is not working. So that's how the Request Live show was born. And here we are. Y'all permit tomorrow, a year later.
That's crazy. I gotta actually go back, cause I'm like the AC release part. I'm trying to even remember like what was said on there. Like, yeah, I'm gonna go back and listen to that
Let's
one myself.
see. Well,
I
you
know they're on
and
YouTube now,
everyone
so
else, it definitely is. And I
yeah,
can drop
I
the
go
link
subscribe
in
to that.
YouTube for you to see. Yes, definitely subscribe. We are now on YouTube. We are on Spotify. We are on Instagram. Check out the artist showcase that we have, different songs, artist showcase. We have what Muward recaps. We got Rich keeping it gully with
Keeping
Bostic
it gully,
with
son.
the keeping it gully son with Bostic. We got him in the dark. Where were you when you did the one talking about grinding and dusty whining and humping?
Let me ask y'all this
Where
before
were
I
you?
even answer that. Why do out of every rap, how come all people always remember the most craziest line? It'd be I could say a million things. They'd be like, yeah, what you just picking up them chickens with free thighs and all that? I'm like, what about all the other stuff I said? Yeah, I just
It's
remember the most.
because we don't live like that. Like we've discussed it offline, but I've recently changed professions.
Mm-hmm.
And in that, I now work in a salon. And of course, in a salon, there's going to be music, because the people need to be entertained. They need something to occupy their minds while they sit there and they wait to get their hair done. And when I tell you, I have not listened to secular music, like just all other than like going to the store, or you're somewhere, you might hear something
Right.
like in little small little shots of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then even if it's something drawn out, for instance, when we had the announcement party, it's usually something that's like old school. And even though it's not Q'dash, they're not glorifying Yahuwah. It's not something that technically, for the most part, would completely defy what we're instructed to do.
Right.
So sitting in that salon, let me tell you, I can't even repeat some of the things that I've heard. The best thing that I can say is I can't even repeat some of the things that I've heard. So, something that I didn't consider, and shout out to Rich, because you told me, when you are used to that, you become numb to it. It's kind of like a parent and their child's cry. They know the differences in their child's cry. Whereas you not being a parent, you hear a child crying, you just automatically at alert. Whereas the parent is like, they just do that. Oh, they need to eat, or oh, they just upset about whatever. They can tell the differences in the tone, and the rest of it they kind of block out, even with playing with the kid being loud. So when it comes to Zamar or songs or anything to that effect, if it's something that's not, I the best I can say, it's something that we're not accustomed to hearing, like dirty whining and grinding and outside naked in the cold. Like, we're not used to that type of life. So when we hear those things, they kind of perk our ear, because we need to know where you're going. Are you going
Right.
in the
Right.
direction
Right.
to describe something, or are you going in the direction of what I'm now subject to? So
Right.
that's why we remember those things, because they stand out. Everything else that's customary, we're used to giving you a kaboom. We're used to YGTD. We're used to those type things. But if you about that life, go ahead and check out Rich. There it
But
is. Check out Rich.
oftentimes I bring that stuff up too. It's a reminder to myself. It's not really for, well, it's two things. One, because I know people out in the world who still coming to this way. Like a lot of times they just think like, oh man, they didn't grow up in this. Like you've been doing this all their life. So for one, it's kind of like, nah, like we came from something as well. Then two, it's a
Hmm.
reminder to me too, because sometimes like you really will forget. Like you've been thinking like, oh man, like listen, like you could have been out of here. You could have been you was doing dumb stuff too. So I kind
Yeah.
of like remind myself, like, you know what, like I was out there doing dumb stuff. Like it wasn't that I was better than anybody else. It's just for the fact he just chose to pick me out of everybody else, because we was all doing the same stuff. He just chose and picked who he wanted. So
That's
kind of
Remind
just a
myself.
reminder.
my man.
Hey, man, here,
Dang.
man. Come here talking
Yeah, I
trash.
definitely understand. Like I've had that conversation with you offline as well.
Yeah.
Cookie came up with the song about it. Not about our conversation, but after that conversation, he has the song. I appreciate you when you say this is encouraging. Like I wrote this to encourage me. Like legit,
Right, yeah.
a lot of the songs that I've written, it really is more so me encouraging myself, and I'm able to share that with other people, and by the count of Yahuwah, they are also encouraged. So I can definitely understand, but I wasn't about that gully son life. So there's no holes in any of my songs. Well, I got holes in one song, but I'm cutting down. Q'dash
Oh,
Zamar.
what about the time you were slinging drugs in Jacksonville?
How you know about that? Who told you
Listen,
that?
look, see, you don't want to talk about that. Just because you're putting a
Who
song,
told
don't
you
mean
that?
you want.
Oh, I don't
The
mind.
question: were you out there doing it? That's the
I
question.
wasn't.
Not who took.
Okay, the thing is, I wasn't quote unquote out there doing it. Okay, I had a very short run as a weed dealer, a very very short run as a weed dealer. I think that a part of my failure was I really didn't promote myself. Looking at it from a business perspective, I really didn't promote myself, more so because I wasn't about that life. I really wasn't. I was just trying to make some money, and I had to
Mm,
connect. I knew I could get enough weed from to be able to sell it. I felt like I knew enough people that smoke weed or whatever. So I was like,
mm,
let me go ahead and make some money. And what ended up happening is, first of all, you would have been mad if you bought some weed from me because I was trying to stretch you. So it was me, my ounce, and I mean not an ounce, I'm sorry. But I got a quarter pound, I think. Whatever it was I got, it was me and the grater. I wasn't trying to break nothing up. I was grating it because I wanted to make as many bags as I could and flip it and stretch it as fast as much as I could. So you was getting sandbags from me. You wouldn't have had to break nothing up. You wouldn't have had to grind nothing. You would have been able to take it straight out the bag and just sprinkle it in your shell, roll it up, and let it rip. But I didn't promote myself. So I only remember selling to maybe like one or two people. One of those people actually lived with me. The other person came because nobody else that he dealt with had it, and then I honestly ended up smoking the rest. So my career was short lived.
and yeah,
Yeah,
you
it
definitely
was
gonna be
short
surely
lived.
smoking your own supply.
Well, I didn't
Dang.
smoke it until I felt like nobody else was gonna get it, because I was legit scared. Like I'm not about that. I'm about that life if I have to be about that life to save my own life. But
Right.
just to be like out in the streets, like yo, I got them packs. No, I don't. You would have to get me word of mouth. Word of mouth would have got
Listen,
you to my door, and I could have got you a pack. But other than that, nah.
Right.
Mm-mm.
that happened to me too. I did at one point I was doing that, but I wound up just smoking it all. I didn't.
Mm-mm.
This man,
Yeah.
everybody
And then
stopping.
the only other experience I have, okay, yes, this is the Request Live show. We are all Mishrakah. We have not always been in this way, and things brought us here. The only other experience I have, I did not directly sell crack, but I helped someone. I won't say who that person is. But I did help someone sell crack. I would hold it for them and pass it to them as they sold it.
Hold on, wait.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
So I have yeah, I have that on my resume.
Nah,
Yep.
we all got some though. We all got some.
Yep, we do. But do y'all have anything y'all want to hear tonight? Where we at?
Oh yeah,
I want to hear
what's
my
that? What's
only op.
this man here, man? What's that? I
Wait,
want to
what's
hear
I
wrong
that
want to hear my
with that?
mixtape.
only op.
Nah, cause this man, he don't even know what I said, or it'd be different if he really liked it. And he'd be like, "Oh yeah, I like when you spit such and such." Ask him to spit something from there. He
Let
don't
me
know what I
tell you
said.
that I don't know what you said. That song is really
Exactly.
like just a running joke. Not saying the song
Wow,
is a
how is the
joke,
man's
but just the
song?
whole
Yeah, what up? It's your
title.
boy Big
Okay,
Cookie.
Listen,
because
no,
it
no,
really
no,
sounded
no,
like you
not
were
the
saying
song,
the
just
man's
the
song is a
title.
joke.
Yeah, exactly. Man, hating.
No. It is, but it ain't. Listen, like I
I
think
was
Sherrod
crying out on
Justin
that
made a
song, man.
Sherrod Justin made a picture. I wouldn't know.
Oh
Sherrod
yeah,
Justin made a
with me,
picture. Yeah,
yeah. Me fighting myself.
that thing is the funniest. So yeah, let me hear that.
Oh, that
And
picture is pretty funny.
Yeah, but then you
let me
see
hear
you see my line have been, but it's been goaded now for forsake it all
what's that?
too. When
What you
I
mean?
said when he said Hop kept him up there till the job was done. I said, oh yeah.
Oh,
I said my line been goaded.
Rich, Rich, come down, Rich. We've at some point, a few of us have had our lyrics recited in a lesson. Come on down,
Yeah, that is true
or
though.
or yeah. Mhm.
I
Mhm.
don't think I never had one of mine though. All mine normally coming to be clown. It'd be like, yeah, Kazum. What he said? Kazum
Nah,
is in
hold on.
Revelations.
When we first
Listen,
started,
your
Rich,
whole
between you,
right, your whole album was like praise. What are you talking about? Court
yes,
session?
when we first started, myself and you were mentioned in lessons often.
Yeah, that's because we was the only
Hold
ones
on.
out, so that's
We're
kind of
not doing
default.
that. We're not doing that.
No, no, because he was then when he talk
Myself,
about recognize though, I thought he
Yeah,
talk
I
about recognize
remember.
a
myself and
lot.
you.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you. I hear you hating in the background. It's okay. You're supposed to be being great right now. That's what you're supposed to be
Exactly. That
doing.
man came on here to
I
hate.
am. I
You're supposed
am,
to be
but
being great
I
right
can't.
now.
I can't let this slide. I
But
can't let all this slide.
speaking of Sherrod Justin, I don't know if y'all
Myself,
remember, but preacher, stop hating.
myself.
Your time will come. So so if
Man, go
you
back to working
remember,
out, man.
Preacher really, really liked Recognize to the point he was requesting that song like every Shabbat. So if you remember, one time he was like, "Hey y'all, what we gonna hear?" And Sherrod Justin would sit in the back, like to the right, if you're facing the Adah, and he was
Mm.
like, "How about Recognize remix?" Man, that thing was so embarrassing to me because it's like he likes the song and I appreciate it, but at the same time, like the Adah was like, "We sick of it. Like we want to hear
Look,
something
man,
else."
when we would get up there in front, you would look at their face and these niggas again. I just be like, I just feel bad. I'd be like, oh man, I'm up there again. I'm like, I know they sick of seeing us doing the same song.
It
I
was a
feel
great
bad
honor
for 'em.
though. Like
No, it was. It was.
it's very flattering, especially when Preacher likes your
Mhm.
song to that degree that he will listen to it over and over and over and over again. But like you say, everybody else is like, man, it ain't. uh,
Myself,
I think I want to hear why they hating.
myself,
Shout out to
and you.
Cam.
Oh yeah,
Shout
yeah,
out to
yeah, yeah.
Kaya
Mm.
Mama
Dedicate
Shaw.
that to Bang Book. Yeah, why
Nah,
Yes,
they
it's
I
hate.
funny.
dedicate
That's funny.
that
I'm
to
gonna tell you why it's
Boog.
funny. Cause nah, back then, what happened? He was like, man, y'all hear them lyrics talking about the rich album? Man, y'all gotta listen to them lyrics. I was like, man, this man is trash. Like, what is he talking about? Yeah.
Wow,
That man
wow.
sick, man. I
I
was like the
see
only one
he is
out though
very
back then though, so it really wasn't a variety to
Nah, that's
listen
why I was
to.
No,
laughing.
you weren't.
That's why I was like,
You weren't.
that's
Back then, no, it was just Courtney Session and New
myself,
Creature. And
myself,
you had
and
one song though. That I mean, oh no, Wisdom had some stuff too though. We had about 2 songs out back then.
Don't worry
yeah,
about it,
Yeah.
because the hate is fervent. The hate is
it ain't
spreading.
even
It's
about that.
fervent.
He wanted to hear Humpback's verse. He liked Humpback's verse for that song.
No, he did. Yeah, that was Humpback song for Recognize Remix. Yeah, that was Hump song all day. He like,
Oh
yeah,
wow, I
Humpback.
didn't know that.
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, Humpback. What's that song y'all got? And he was like, oh yeah, Wisdom, Rich, and who else on there? He just forgot the
He
white
never
was
said that.
playing. I was
Oh
like,
whoa,
damn.
how he forgot
I was like,
Dwight
man.
opens the song. How do you
Yeah,
forget
exactly right.
AC?
Look, he didn't care
Oh,
about
that's
nobody else.
tight.
He said, Hump, come
That
here and talk
is
about Christopher
tight.
Columbus and all that. I said, yeah, we ain't even on the track. I'm like, it don't matter. I'm like, it's all right. Hump, you get up there by yourself. Like, we your
Wow.
features.
Wow. I tell you what. So since
I know. I forgot
tomorrow
the white was up there.
is our anniversary, and I'm not
Yeah.
sure how many listeners we have. I don't think we have our usual crowd. How about this?
Oh,
Let's get freaky with it. Instead of a max of three, we're gonna do a max of five. Since the 5th day of July is our anniversary, y'all permit tomorrow, you get 5 requests. All right?
Mm.
That a deal?
oh, yeah.
That a deal? That'll work? That'll work. All right. In the
Nah.
meantime, between time, we're gonna go ahead and start playing them hits that you like. And me, myself. and I
Myself?
have a question.
Myself?
For Boog. There it is. Right on time. Me, myself, and I have a question for Boog.
Get Richie. Me and you was spitting that fire back there.
We was holding it down. Cat don't like that, man. Man had one song
We
out.
getting quoted. We getting quoted left and right.
Hey, it's like my quarter section interview, man. Like, yeah, I'm getting all around. Everybody, I'm getting album sales. This man, why Cat don't like it to get shine, man? What's up?
I don't know.
Nah,
Cat's supposed to be being great right now. He's really defying.
I am. I can't help it.
You're
Can't play that.
defying your greatness. Why do they hate us, people?
Cause they know the Yahoo team on top. Cause we gotta rock our preaching the Amat. And every time I hit the new one of a shot, ain't no secret, it's a worldwide plan to make your hooter drop. Why they hate us? Cause they know the Yahoo team on top. Why they hate us? Cause we gotta rock our preaching the Amat. Why they hate us? And every time I hit the new one of a shot, ain't no secret, it's a worldwide plan to make your hooter drop. I know you're probably thinking, why can't I wrote this song? I'ma tell you like the old told them, man, is it not a cause? Despite the love and care and affection that we gave, they done burn us, maimed us, jailed us, hanged us. You can call that hate. Only happy and content is when they got niggas and slay. Say you ain't, check your bank. You depressed on your payday. How we stay in last place? We lifting the most weight. Said our people black and ugly. Why you so eager to wait? Wise man told me they don't like me, they just learn to tolerate. Ain't no even playing field. You got on cleats, we roller skate. Definition of some snakes. Take a swim at Fire Lake. We can't trust these demons, man. So glad you who will hold off fate. Why they hate us? Cause they know the Yahoo team on top. Why they hate us? Cause we gotta rock our preaching the Amat. Why they hate us? And every time I hit the new one of a shot, ain't no secret, it's a worldwide plan to make your hooter drop. Why they hate us? Cause they know the Yahoo team on top. Why they hate us? Cause we gotta rock our preaching the Amat. Why they hate us? And every time I hit the new one of a shot, ain't no secret, it's a worldwide plan to make your hooter drop. The second verse, and I think you should probably listen. Ain't no reason for no pride if you still call yourself a Christian. Now you can say I'm dissing, there must be something I'm missing. Every Sunday morning, eating lies at church, your chicken dressed in tassels and your curtains. Man, my question is, you high? Only serving that religion just to have multiple wives. I got one, you got five, and you say you in the truth. Where's your designated scribe? You've had way too much evil. And the ones who left it too, didn't think we would make it this far. They ain't ready to wait. How you know so much to bar? You the opposite of smart, bet you won't find another booster. Make sure my soul is right for the returning of Yahushua. Why they hate us? Cause they know the Yahoo team on top. Why they hate us? Cause we gotta rock our preaching the Amat. Why they hate us? And every time I hit the new one of a shot, ain't no secret, it's a worldwide plan to make your hooter drop. Why they hate us? Cause they know the Yahoo team on top. Why they hate us? Cause we gotta rock our preaching the Amat. Why they hate us? And every time I hit the new one of a shot, ain't no secret, it's a worldwide plan to make your hooter drop.
Yeah. 9 times out of 10, you niggas gon' hate. 9 times out of 10, you can't even relate. 9 times out of 10, the love you show is fake. I'm coming for everything I deserve, but I'ma take. Because I'ma serve you who. Let's be honest, ain't nobody true. We run it up, we got endurance. And our forefather was our influence. They said I'm marking, I pattern it. The bar help what we better with. We not the same, I'm sorry, but no, not really, cause we far from average. Oh man, now I see, that's why all y'all mad. Oh man, now I see, that's why all y'all mad. Oh man, makes sense, that's why all y'all mad. Oh man, makes sense, that's why all y'all mad. I yell at watch it, they stop pouting. We on top, but we high the mountains. They were thirsty for flows, but come unto me and watch how I open the fountain. When it comes to the hits, I'm consistent. And it's better you rap what you live. Ain't no love for no Christian, cause they're the ones who gon' be swimming with fish. Any money mode, we were the people who was chosen. Ice on my arm like my wrist was swollen. You up in here, now watch me go bowling. You'll get shot if you open your mouth against what your hoodie's about. I suggest a safer route. This verse was a quickie, I'm in and I'm out. Ain't no debate, I'ma serve your hood. Let's be honest, ain't nobody Troy. We run it up, we got endurance. And our footfather was our influence. They said the market not pattern it. The bar hell what we better with. We not the same, I'm sorry, but no, not really, cause we far from average. Oh man, now I see, that's why all y'all mad. Oh man, makes sense, that's why all y'all mad. Oh man, now I see, that's why all y'all mad. Oh man, makes sense, that's why all y'all mad. No cap.
If your gut, now bring them out. Holla, ain't supreme renown. Breeze is hard to beat them around. These haters must get seen about. About my fam, watch me go mine. But that chopper single out. We gon' walk the streets to go, but we call that freedom time. Got to get Ruach Q'dash. Hits the rock what we halak. Sold my soul, but sold the y'all. See the flesh, it profit not. Haters like the pop a lot, but yet they hate the parking lot. Get the bar when pop a lot. Thrice a week we setting a God. Still you setting us hawking not. Miss for cop, we all we got. On my law, yeah, all my art. Rock IT, that's all my law. A hot my art, we on the lot. Our arms are locked, that's fortified. Send a cent, they all should die. Talk a lot to all should die.
9 times out of 10, you niggas gon' hate. 9 times out of 10, you can't even relate. 9 times out of 10, the love you show was fake. I'm coming for everything I deserve, or I'ma take it. Because I'ma serve your hood. Let's be honest, ain't nobody Troy. We run it up, we got endurance. And our forefather was our influence. They said the market not pattern it. The bar hell what we better with. We not the same, I'm sorry, but no, not really, cause we far from average. Oh man, now I see, that's why all y'all mad. Oh man, makes sense, that's why all y'all mad. Oh man, now I see, that's why all y'all mad. Oh man, makes sense, that's why all y'all mad.
We got another one. I heard they got a song called 51 Dead Ops. Yo, that's crazy. I only need one out there. You heard me? Raji, what up?
Yeah, Hootie gang till death. It's a movement.
Hey yo, we always at war, no time to drop. Get defense, it's not against man. Go Qatar, that's my opposition. And my biggest fight is me. I'm my only competition. Young Malak in the truth. I ain't a product of their system. Stole away from my land and they robbed me my religion. Yo, my people was Yehudi. I got to be a Christian. Took away proper vision. My eyes closed and I'm blindfolded. Spun crazy, whole 180. Now where I'm going, headed straight on the wrong road. In these baddest streets, feeling like I'm all alone. It's a strategy. Crackers tore up our homes, split up families. Yo, who will put back these dry bones? It's anatomy. Speak a word to us, let your breath come in and I rise. Reporting for duty, I'm front and center. When you need me to slay, I'm the #1 contender. Put me up against Qatar, only one could be the winner. So I will strive and I won't stop until I kill my only opposite. I will strive and I won't stop until I kill my only op. 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 Send the enemy ever since the days of the garden. You ain't a friend of me, then we gonna make you a target. Working with the best, your boy training and sparring. It's the fight of my life until the day I'm departing. Stand down 10 toes, man, we all on go. Wanna be seen by you who is stand tall, not low. My name written on high, so all gon' know I took correction on earth and my scars gon' show. Had to be taken for the moment, cause I face the opponent colder than the woman standing outside, naked and bowling. His heart tainted and frozen, he's irate with the chosen. Wanna see me fall until I break and I'm broken, but I ain't staying devoted, so after I fall dead and drop, next step I'm seeking the resurrection where life continues and it'll never stop. The only thing will be shield that's left for the op. I will strive and I won't stop until I kill my only opposite. I will strive and I won't stop until I kill my only op. 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 And this way you gon' fight a lot. That's the only way you make it to the top. Yeah, your Hootie gang I can never spot. YG, we forever rock. Yeah, Sin, that's my only op. Yeah, Sin, that's my only op. Yeah.
Tomorrow forever.
Aye, Madenka, I think that's the one, you know.
Yo, Vanessa got the sauce.
I'ma believe. Better believe it. I'ma believe. Yeah, got a rep for my Hosha, my savior. He tried me to see what I'm made of. Gotta show him that I'm worthy. Worthy to call on the name of Yahuwah. Most high, master creator. I do for the bend, I do for the weight of. We call on you daily, forgive me, so call my too deep. So come out to deep, so come out to down, so call the new me. Not that me was about that foolery, but the meat is about that you and me. Crying out with no doubts, letting the one know that I believe in your bar, and in you never eat, and the one that you rose. Put that ruach inside of me, like can be time me, better get time me, like can be time me, better stay time me. I'ma believe, better believe it. I'ma believe. I'm fully persuaded. Say, oh no, they can't separate this. A hop of all of him to who I'm following. That's why I'm often elated. Oh, what a time. Woman inside. To abide, dwelling with Yahushua HaMashiach, sipping that wine, watch me slide, Tahalim, looking to share with the Malaki, about his truth, Yahukanan, into his arms I got to run, my Adon and Allahim, Malaka Yahudim, make believe Adam to be, upright in all his deeds, he set me free, so I'm gonna run, high needs to salvation, Yahudim his number one, a light to all nations, I'm with the Q'dash, it can't get no better, from what you brought me through. I got a Zamar forever. I'ma believe. Better believe it. I'ma believe.
Just let me say, I do for everything. I can never repay you. Thai beats. Just let me say, I do for everything. You dug in my face, my sin account. Dare not to say or to announce, but out of everything that I found there, so ashamed that was all in there. Shake it all off, let it all fall, 'cause everything that you thought you lost was a gain, never again. Sunshine and rain, let the growing begin. Pick me up, dusted me off, and took me apart. First to restart. Just let me say, I do for everything. Pick me up, dusted me off, and took me apart. First to restart. Just let me say, I do for everything. I can never
What can I
repay
give or show ya when you already loaded? Some say your ways are coded. No worries, clip and molded. Only had eyes for me, I say I do. I'm devoted, lifestyle full of guitar. Yo, the bar, anecdote, breathe life into me. Manifest the newness, discipline the rawness. Every test you prove it. How many times I went against your word and left you fuming, but still provided mercy abundantly. Who do this? Rolex travel, yes, I felt fame. Then I think about the strength I've gained. Enduring afflictions and still maintain the walk of you who has been ingrained. I'm persuaded, I'll give my praise. Dismayed that you'll be unsated. Your ways face, making it my grave. Chance to cohabitate, yeah, how can I repay? Come on.
Pick me up, dusting me off, and took me apart. First there is time. Just let me say, I do for everything. Pick me up, dusting me off, and took me apart. First there is time. Just let me say, I do for everything. I could never repay you. Just let me say, I do for everything, yeah.
Call me Cam Hardaway, crossing over Aubrey. Hey, this Cam checking in, one of your favorite Yehudis, and you're tuned into ZMR Radio.
Shalom and welcome back to the Request Live show. Reason why you hot Mondays, but today Tuesday, we just make it do what it do. You know what I'm talking about? If you got an ear and you are somewhere in the United States of America and it sounds like what it sounds like outside, what I hear, please be safe. They popping off like it's Baghdad, Chirac, whatever war you used to. Be careful if you out here in these streets. Folks, it's crazy. People die annually from people just shooting in the air. My grandfather was one of those people, not that died, but he enjoyed on today and New Year's, if I'm not mistaken. My grandfather had a nice little arsenal and he would shoot off quite a few guns in the air. Those bullets go up, and it is not an AC song. Yes, Newton's law, what goes up must come down. Please, please be careful in these streets tonight. To pay the bills for those of you that have settled in, go ahead, check out the screen. Cash App. You see that green square, it's kind of creeping by slowly but surely because it wants you to see it. ZMR Radio, simple as that. Check us out on Instagram. You see the handle sitting there in the middle. Go ahead, take an opportunity to screenshot it. We have all types of shorts, sometimes stuff that might not necessarily be on YouTube just yet. So check out that platform. Along the bottom of the screen, ZMR Radio is brought to you by none other than the YGTD artist of the Yehudi Gang. Check us out as the Q'dash Zamar.bandcamp.com. And some of us are on other platforms, so feel free to search that. You're able to even search it on Instagram. Today I was looking for Zamar on something and pulled up what He's Been Good by Big Cookie. Shout out to Big Cookie. Yep,
Oh yeah.
there we go.
Oh yeah. I want to give a shout out to True Yehudi too. He finally came up on Bandcamp. So
Oh,
shout
there
out
it
to
is.
him too.
There it is. Shout out to
And
True
that was
Yehudi.
the
He can
finest stuff.
now, yes, can now be found on Bandcamp. I'm not sure if he's on the Q'dash Zamar page, but we'll work all that out. But
Oh
check him
yeah.
out, trueyehudi.bandcamp.com. Right there for you. Blocker, 40s,
40
280s, or
cal
what is it?
nigga.
387? I don't know all those calibers. All I know is I got my 9, and by the kind of
Yeah.
you who I haven't had to use it yet.
Yeah.
So there it is. You know something I thought about during the
I'm about to
break,
shoot that
because as
rooster.
y'all see, Boog is abusive. Okay, y'all don't see what we have to
Hold
go through
on.
backstage
Hold on now.
with Boog. If you're
Hold on now.
familiar, if you're
Hold on.
familiar with our camaraderie, I guess you can say, Boog often gets Ike emojis from me because I am sure that he's about that life. But in the realm of Ike, something that I recently found out and I did not know,
What's that?
the movie What's Love Got to Do with It and the overall story of Tina Turner, as far as I know, presents her as like basically like an innocent, naive young girl that Ike got and formed into who she was, but beat the daylights out of her along the way. And recently, I found out that there's a book that actually tells the, I guess you could say, quote unquote, true story, or I'll just say a different perspective, because both of these
Mm-hmm.
individuals have passed, and no one is really here to be like, no, that's not true, or yes, that is true type situation. But I did not know that when Ike Turner met Tina Turner, who was that at that time Anime Bullock, she was pregnant with his drummer's son or his drummer's child.
Oh, no, I ain't know that either.
Yes. I also did not know, which this does not excuse his behavior. I saw at least one interview with Ike Turner where he's kind of um he's talking about the way that he beat her in like a light manner, like it's kind of like going to the refrigerator and getting a glass of water. But he talks about it. He says
Yeah,
she would
something light,
mope.
something light.
So like,
He says that she would mope about different things, and he would ask her like, "What's wrong? Like, anime, what's wrong?"
mm,
And she would be like, "Nothing." And he said basically like he would get tired of it after a few days, and he slapped the piss out of her, and then that would lift her mood. But
goodness.
he's basically presented to us
Yes,
as
sir.
a real villain. It does not justify his actions, what I'm about to say,
Right.
but what I found in the video that I watched kind of made sense. So when Ike Turner was, I want to say maybe about 6 or 7, his father was a minister, and his father was messing around with this white woman, and we know the story of that, how that goes in that time.
Yep.
And so the woman's husband and a few of his friends come to Ike Turner's house, drag his father out, beat him to an inch of his life. He goes to the hospital. They will not help him. So Ike Turner's father dies about 3 years later, if I'm not mistaken. He never leaves his sick bed, which is a makeshift tent that they have in their yard, and they nurse this man until he dies. Ike Turner
Mm,
was also molested and raped by a 50 some odd year old woman when around the same age. And I haven't seen the interview myself as of yet. But from what I'm told in this interview, he talks about this as if he were of a conscious age to be able to really make that decision. He talks about it like it was a consensual type situation. So to consider those things in his childhood and many other things that probably are not known to us, it gives me a different perspective on him. I don't see him as much as a villain, like I said, not justifying what he did at all, but it gives me a better perspective of that's kind of how he was cultivated.
mm. Yeah, I know he had that much of extensive background, so that definitely
Yeah,
is interesting too. No.
yeah. So while everybody's popping firecrackers and enjoying the quote unquote freedom, I guess, of America, I guess
Yes, sir.
that's something that I consider with our people, not knocking the celebration. If that's what you want to do, then that's what you want to do. But just to consider the things that we've been through, we have been afforded some liberties. I was recently telling someone they tell us that we're free, but in actuality, they just kind of moved the fence and made the leash a little longer, so it kind of feels like we're free, but we still have restrictions.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
yeah, people just present it to us in a way that it kind of villainizes them, and you don't necessarily consider how they got to where they were. It just makes it seem like they just kind of like preacher will mention it sometimes when these people go on like killing sprees or whatever, and they have these manifestos, or they're about to kill the president. They have like videos of them as babies in the crib. I'm gonna kill
Exactly right.
the president. Like
That's what always interests
it's
me. I'm just like, why someone who writes something up to be like what they gonna do? You just really gonna do it if you really about it. That's why like, these people get sent out. There's no
well,
way regular person. What you
I
about to
agree
say?
with that. I agree with it, but at the same time, if you consider that these people really believe that they're doing something for a cause, like with some, I've never sat down and spent my time reading anybody's manifesto. I just have better things to do with my life. But from what I've heard from people that have spent their time reading these manifestos, these people genuinely feel like they're fighting for a legitimate cause. So if you feel like you're fighting for a cause and you know that when you fight for this cause, again, not justifying what these people do, I don't agree with it at all.
What are we
However,
talking?
I'm
What are we talking
sensible.
about? What are we talking
Soft
about?
white
What are
underbelly.
we,
We're talking about soft white underbelly.
it sounded like it. It sounded like it.
We're
Oh, we
talking
talking
about
about
soft white
it
underbelly.
don't sound like no soft white underbelly. We talking about killers and manifesto. What you want to talk about? Them hoes and prostitutes? Oh,
Uh-oh.
Nah,
let
it
me see
sound
what I
like
Roll
can
up,
it
Jay
sound like
find.
Rich.
it sound like another. Yeah, you know they
Oh,
killing themselves. Ike Turner got raped.
oh, you want to talk about that sign we seen in Mexico? How they serving Hooters wings with tacos and
Let
burritos?
me tell y'all.
Nah,
Let me tell y'all. In a moment, I'm going to direct you to the screen for you to see some of the visuals that Rich has shared with us. I asked him to send a few pics so that we can share it with you all. Um, just to share his experience, I guess is the best way I can say it. When he went to Mexico, this guy sent us a picture of freaking Hooters billboard.
It
And
just
I'm
threw me
like,
off.
that makes sense.
why did you
That makes
send
sense.
a picture of a
That
Hooters
makes sense.
billboard? Now, could you share why you sent the picture of the Hooters billboard?
I just thought it was interesting. I thought being in Mexico, they gonna have like their own stuff. I'm just like, y'all just doing the same thing America do. I'm like, y'all got a chance to do your own señorita, whatever y'all want to call it. I'm like, I got Hooters. I'm like, man, we see this in Georgia. I'm like, what you got that over here for? Yeah, Home
What you want to see?
Depot, man. Huh?
Las Charles? What you want to see?
Yeah, like Las Señoritas or something. I don't know. That's some fly Spanish stuff.
La Señoritas.
I
What is
don't
La
know enough Espanol.
Señoritas?
I don't know what they call it over there.
Now everybody want to mimic America for real. Like
But
they got they got obesity and stuff. Like they be drinking all them sodas and Coca Cola and all that. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, this America,
that
man.
is true though. Yeah, America like you know what's funny? The funny you say that when I was in Korea for like a year. So like they got Koreans ashamed to have their eyes like slanted or whatever. So like a sign of beauty is to get your eyes enlarged like how a white woman would be. Like like how they got
That's
big
good.
blue eyes or whatever. I
That's
said
scary.
like that's your
That's crazy.
culture. I'm just like how they got you ashamed of that? Like you ain't make yourself. I said America
I
really got
think
a hold on everybody.
I don't think it's necessarily I don't want to say that it's specifically America. I just think that it's
Go ahead,
anywhere
take off your
a
mask.
European hand has no, not at all. It's I think it's anywhere a European hand has touched. And I was having this
Be a black
conversation with
woman.
someone earlier, well, maybe
Mm,
later last week, where it doesn't matter. But I saw a documentary. It was based out of Australia, and these were the quote unquote what they would call Aboriginal people, which is bogus.
mm,
And they were trying to teach these people how to eat for nutrition, how to properly eat, because a lot of them in this documentary had diabetes and all types of other disorders that are known to be caused from an improper diet. And what they said in that documentary is that you can tell everywhere a European whatever has conquered because they left behind a horrible diet. So for the
mm-hmm.
most part, whereas the people were eating more of what was on the land, like if you were coastal, you were eating fish or you were eating the vegetation there. When the Europeans left, your diet became loaded with carbohydrates. And carbohydrates have their place, excuse me, but for the most part, especially in America, carbohydrates are usually a great majority of individuals' diet. And that's why we have some of the metabolism issues and things of that nature. So I say that to say that it also reaches out into even our own appearance. Um, there was someone we were trying to convince, or someone I saw trying to convince someone else to get locks. And they were saying that they tried to get locks, they tried to do it, but they could not deal with the fact that before they had locks, they felt like their hair was really long, but when they coiled their hair up to start a lock, it made their hair really short. And I was telling
Mm,
them, like, you have to embrace that's the natural state of your hair. I didn't want to
exactly.
get into the whole white man type situation with them because I don't know them like that. But within myself, that's what I was thinking. Like, it's absolutely crazy that we've been convinced that our natural selves, like, that's a whole niche. Natural is a niche when it should just be like with white people, there's no natural hair care. There's no natural anything when it comes to white
Exactly
people.
right.
Everything is just them. But when it's other
Mhm.
nationalities, it's like, oh yeah, I'm going natural. Like, why? This is rhetorical, of course, because I know the answer. But why is it so, like you said, shameful to find
Right.
beauty in how Yahuwah created you because you've been oppressed
Muscle.
by?
Cry out that thing.
Yeah, it's tough, especially with I don't know, you all could speak on like the struggles of appearance when it comes to guys. It don't really seem like y'all really be into it like that. But when it comes to females, since men are visual,
Nah,
that's a struggle
nah,
with us.
nah. We get shamed all day long, man. Look, all my whole life, hey, he cute, man, but he fat. I heard that. You know what I'm saying? I still made it. I still made it happen. I still made it happen
Man,
though. You know what I'm saying? But still,
that
that's
don't
all we
count,
hear, man.
man. That's something you can
Yes, it
change,
do.
man. That do not
I mean,
count.
we're
We
talking
talking
about
about,
hairstyles. You can change the hairstyle. What are you talking about?
yeah, but I'm saying, yeah, you can. That's not the same thing, man. You
Stop that,
can't
man.
equate
We're not the
But it's
that.
same.
not just
I thought
We're
you.
not the
hair. It's not.
same.
It's not just hair though. Like in a cupid line, you have bleaching. It's like a big thing over
Hmm.
there.
Yeah,
Like they
yeah,
will
yeah.
bleach their
They do not like
skin to
that dark.
look
You seen
no.
that chick
So
who
it's
got in that bath water and it's like her skin started kind of peeling back?
oh no.
It was like an acid type thing. I said, man, look, my skin was hurting. Like they say it don't hurt, but you just see like her skin just like lightening up and whatever the solution was. I said, this is crazy. All that to get lighter skin. I'm just like, listen, I got dark over medical. So when y'all see me, don't judge me. I'm be looking crispy.
I
I made sure
personally
I
like
said this.
dark skin. I do. When I was in Florida, I love my complexion. I love dark skin. I do.
What you
I
lighten up since you got out of there?
say that again. Yes, I'm a lot lighter. When I came back, everybody was like, "Oh, you're so dark. You're so dark." Like I love it. But when I grew up, I thought that I was. Matter of fact, only recently since I moved to Georgia have I realized that I'm not naturally as dark as I'm used to being. I thought that I was probably the only person that comes to mind like Wesley Snipes complexion. That's what
Oh
complexion I was in
goodness.
my
You
mind.
thought
That's what complexion I was
you
in my
thought you were
mind.
that dark?
Yes, and a few people had to bust my bubble like you do realize you're not that dark. And I'm like, yes, I am. Like I'm Hershey special dark chocolate. They like, nah, you more like milky. Like that's not your complexion.
Wesley
So
Snipes.
yeah, I did. That's what I thought. But if you look at your screen right now, hold on. If you need to hold on, don't look if you can't hold on. But this is what Rich decided to send us. Check out your screen. When we asked Rich, share your experience in Mexico, he wanted to share Hooters.
Oh, I
My
share other pictures now. That ain't the only picture.
he did.
I threw
He
one in there.
did. But
This man sent the picture of a bird. Like, what was you doing? What was you on?
yes, explain that picture to the people. What is the deal with the crow?
Listen, listen.
What
The
is the
gummy kicked in.
deal?
That man was just like, that gummy kicked in. That man was like, nature.
Listen, please don't mind me of that experience. Listen, I thought I was about to die after I took that. I said, yeah. I said, I can't take no whole one no more. I'm done. That's
What
it.
Wow,
possessed you to
you're
do
wrong.
that?
He was like, we in
Boy,
Mexico, man. We out here. He's like, we out here.
we outside. Nah,
He was
the
like,
the older one.
hot girl summer.
Hot girl summer?
City boys up. Living it up.
That's right. Passport,
Nah.
passport, bro. He was out there.
That man said passport, bro. It was
Wow,
going
yeah.
stupid.
Check out the scene. We are definitely showing the pictures that Rich shared with us. Very, very beautiful scene. Very, very beautiful scene. Believe it or not, yes, yes, yes. Buckle your seatbelts, folks. I'm about to drop a bomb on you.
Uh-oh.
These pictures, okay? I'm trying to make sure that I showcase them in their best dimensions and whatever other word is used for whatever. These lovely clear pictures you will not believe are brought to you by Android.
Cool man, New
My
York.
my conclusion is just
Know
that
that.
Yahuwah created such a beautiful scenery, it's impossible not to capture it because Android is no, we're not doing
Don't
that.
hate on now. Don't hate.
I'm not hating. I'm not hating at all. Look at this beautiful scenery, folks. This is what Rich left us for. And I can't say that I blame him. I cannot say that I blame him. Now, there is another picture that is actually right here in good old Conyers, Georgia. Rich, Could you tell us what you want to tell us about this picture?
So hold on. Let me go to that thread real quick.
Hold on. It better not be the picture of no child, man. Don't do that. We doing that?
I don't see nothing on there.
Don't worry about it. It's
Listen.
gone. It was
Oh,
that picture. He said he wanted to talk about that picture.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out
Was he
like
serious?
what. Yeah, cause I want to see like what you
Oh,
trying
you
to bring
serious?
back, like the 06 style, like back in like 01, 02, you had like the 6X, the
That's
T.
Soldier Boy.
So yeah, I was trying to see what you
Yeah.
trying to bring it back.
Oh no. Oh, go ahead. I thought you were playing. Go ahead. I know you for real about that.
Yeah, we used to wear clothes like that. Like Chris Cross did that. That totally
Right,
crossed
yeah,
out where you
the
wear your stuff
oversized.
like backwards and super stupid big. Yeah, glad to be out of
Now
that
go ahead,
era.
post it. Go ahead. Just be ready for it. Go ahead, put it up there.
I don't
it's
know.
already done.
The mom might get upset. So we ain't
That's
gonna post it.
Well, we're still looking at the lovely pictures that he sent over from Mexico. I know that he did not go solo, so if you are under the sound of our voice and you care to share some of your lovely experience, I've seen some of Cookie's pictures. Let me tell you something. I hop y'all. Cookie has like the cutest family, and his wife absolutely adores him, and it's like one of the most beautiful things to see all of them together. He works like a Jamaican Mexican slave, so it is great to be able to see him enjoy the fruits of his labor and just be able to kick back for a while. It's great to see the Mishpachah one another and just enjoy life. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah.
But for the rest of us, we ain't got it like that. For myself and others, we ain't got it like that. We can't make our pocket talk.
I work for my family. I take care of my family. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of people relying on me, so that's why I tell you to always secure the bag. I want to make sure I secure the future for my son, for myself, for my family.
Hey, I got money on my mind. I'm just trying to get some dough. I ain't picking up my line unless it's money on the phone. Gotta get it on the daily. All I want is dubs. You know what I'm on. I've been chasing after paper. All I know is run money marathons. I got money on my mind. I'm just trying to get some dough. I ain't picking up my line unless it's money on the phone. Gotta get it on the daily. All I want is dubs. You know what I'm on. I've been chasing after paper. All I know is run money marathon.
Man, I'm running with the rest. I gotta make it in. Bandits up, play with them stats, go out and make again. What the business is, shout to put your digits in. Then come pick a real and I'ma keep the difference. Yeah, I see that life is through a different lens. Y'all get 10%, he let me rate me dividends. Money in my palm, you see that clout like Michigan. Fuck my Mishpachah, man, I ride like Michelin. Shout to get your song, man, I run for Elohim. Shout to get this song, get them racks on about my team. Yeah, this pocket talk, pulling guap about my jeans. Yeah, that pocket salt, get that dough and drop it off.
I got money on my mind, I'm just trying to get some dough. I ain't picking up my line unless it's money on the phone. Gotta get it on the daily, all I want is dubs, you know what I'm on. I've been chasing after paper, all I know is run money marathons. I got money on my mind, I'm just trying to get some dough. I ain't picking up my line unless it's money on the phone. Gotta get it on the daily, all I want is dubs, you know what I'm on. I've been chasing after paper, all I know is run money marathon.
Man, I run it back, call me Edge and Jane. Grew up on the tech, we them hurricane. Said you brought stat, 2 more like on match burn. Better pace it, son, trust me, this a marathon. Yeah, I'm bout to rack, catch me with a stack of dubs. Pass the rubber band, 50-10 my other hand. Yeah, Jackson Lincoln, not to mention Benjamin. Yeah, Benjamin, been my friend. Yeah, much recall, y'all kept me through my ignorance. Never meant again, so we'll let no incident. Yeah, talking cash, trust me, yeah, I'm interested. Yeah, we bout that bag, shout to bring that interest in.
I got money on my mind, I'm just trying to get some dough. I ain't picking up my line unless it's money on the phone. Gotta get it on the daily, all I want is dubs, you know what I'm on. I've been chasing after paper, all I know is run money marathons. I got money on my mind, I'm just trying to get some dough. I ain't picking up my line, unless it's money on the phone. Gotta get it on the daily, all I want is dubs, you know what I'm on. I've been chasing after paper, all I know is run money marathon.
Mr. Drop It Out, yeah. Call me Mr. Drop It Out, yeah. Trigger hood, yeah. Trigger hood about to blow, yeah. Ha.
Up around is not too late for me. Up around you got a place for me. And you're not cool. I'll be new.
Yeah, wisdom, knowledge, understanding help me find it. And that guitar was blinded, but he let me find it. Now wasn't man, just to be honest. I hate creaking and freaking like Giannis. A servant to Satan in bondage. Unstable, double-minded. Now I know the advantage. Yahushua, Hamashiach, yeah, he done it. Paid the cost to be the boss. Mount Koof, come, yeah, we gon' run it. Just give it up. Niggas who worry about living it up. The promise, not being mindful, just stuck in the run. But you know, bro, forgetting that the grave is so cold. Where you gonna be when them eyes closed? Malcolm or Shio? Oh no, can't go. Can't be no sinner man no more. It's time to walk it just like you talking. No more confessing. Oh no, no more hypocrite. No more lusting after sin. It's true repentance. Please, yeah, I'm begging for forgiveness. I played too long, I will not quit too. I get it.
It's not too late for me. Up around you got a place for me. In your mouth, cool. I'll be new. Yeah. Up around it's not too late for me. Up around you got a place for me. In your mouth, cool. I'll be new.
Reservation for one is Shamayim, check off the Smith. And you can just put it on your Husha tab with an awesome gift. And I know I can kinda be impatient, but it's the wait for me. And all the wrong I did, I know I should've been delayed for me. But you waited patiently for the bar to come and make a change in me. I know that I would occasionally slip before making you angrily regretful for taking a chance on a man that was disrespectful. But the internet crying out for you, but my action was just reject you. But I'm changed, old things done away, but hold all things anew. Confess the lies I told, now yeah, all I crave is you. So I'm possessive, but I call on you and say Abba new. Cause that's the way you make me feel, so say that's what Abbas do. Yeah, them storms gon' come and the rain gon' fall, but I'll take that. Just give me that life alone in exchange, done deal, no take backs. So many things go wrong in my life, I'll do whatever it takes. If I could just ask for one more thing, just tell me it's not too late, please.
Up around it's not too late for me. Up around you got a place for me. In your mouth, cool. I'll be new.
Yeah.
Up around it's not too late for me. Up around you got a place for me. In your mouth, cool. I'll be new.
Shafar sound raised like yeast. Pray on my knees. Talk to Yah about my problems, so I stay on my feet. Able to speak since he gave us a speech. I used to have 1,000 words, now he hear me when I'm saying the least. Now my pillow is that he keep us as we tread among the serpents. The plot is deep and we just only edging on the surface. Although some things are blurry and I yet to know his purpose. I'm confident in the end it's gonna be worth it. We enter in the furnace. Don't it seem when it rains it pours? But in affliction I remember what I came here for. Cause a man told me if we don't suffer we can't reign. We all are him in the flesh but we running a man's race. So I ask, strengthen my hand, make me to stand. Recreate your work and borrow a sheet and make me a man. Listen, cause in the resurrection I wanna be called a son. So when I need security, you know I find it all in one. And even though we in the midst of tribulation, everything is still all good. And though I lost some friends, still in the end, I got my Akeem, so best believe me, it's all good. And even though we still stuck in the struggle, coming up with a hustle, better believe me, it's all good. Cause in the end, we win, thanks to the bin, I can flee from sin, though it ain't easy, it's all good.
Yeah. A picture here, a picture there. On social media, the blog shout me out. You looking good when we be seeing you. You practice with the man preaching. You look like a free, and yeah, your wife radiate. She reflecting how you treat her. It's been a journey of learning, the bridge burning. Place me at a point of no returning. The stronger that I stand, the more that I confirm it. So the longer the span, the more that I discern it when things don't go as planned. Now I'm equipped for it. Being acquainted with grief, with public housing that you built for me. Give it mercy in my adversity. I started seeking salvation and heard the word while it was searching for me. From weighing zips on the Herbie Kirby. In broad daylight, my situation was dire and urgent for a way out. He offered me conversion, undeserving what I pray about. The best decision I ever made, and I'm gonna let it play out.
And even though we in the midst of tribulation, everything is still all good. And though I lost some friends, still in the end, I got my Akeem, so best believe me, it's all good. And even though we still stuck in the struggle, coming up with a hustle, better believe me, it's all good. Cause in the end, we win, thanks to the bin, I can flee from sin, though it ain't easy, it's all good. And even though we in the midst of tribulation, everything is still all good. And though I lost some friends, still in the end, I got my Akeem, so best believe me, it's all good. And even though we still stuck in the struggle, coming up with a hustle, better believe me, it's all good. Cause in the end, we win, thanks to the bin, I can flee from sin, though it ain't easy, it's all good.
On the hill, few bank accounts with some meals. Throw in the bullet with the chef just to make sure that I ain't missing no meals. Pull up in whips, diamond crescent on the rims. My name written down on the trim. I want all my bills to be paid, but will it matter if I ain't saved? What's good is all of that. If I burn for the rest of my life, let my treasure shine my yin. So on the rocks I sacrifice. Ain't gon' lie, man, I could have it all. Probably still won't satisfy my love. I won't be here, man, that's the crazy part. Ay, say, ay. It's coming for folks to dream. I would ask for everything. But will my soul be saved? I know if I had, I would forget your name. Ay, ay. If I had all I ever wanted. If I had all I ever wanted. Ooh. If I had all I ever wanted, I wouldn't be here. Give me a house with the boat. I like that. Cuban links choking my throat. I like that. A blip in the sky on my name so I can let all of my haters know. Give me the spotlight of fame. The jersey where folks wear my name. Ooh, I wouldn't mind me a plane. I'm telling you, I'll still be the same. Me, who am I kidding? That list will be never ended. All I would be satisfied when your wish is said it's finished. All I ever want is carnal things. The Shama Yim, I can't take me a thing. So I got no choice but to be saved, man. Ay, it's coming for folks to dream. I will ask for everything, but will my soul be saved? I know if I had it all, I'll forget your name. Ay, ay. If I had all I ever wanted. If I had all I ever wanted. Ooh. If I had all I ever wanted, I wouldn't be here.
Yeah, yeah. J Rich, J for Josh. The Hootie Gang, we here.
Yeah, Hootie.
Walk when my Allahim talk. the ground break beneath them. Lightning and thunder, you shaking like a seizure. Voice hits you hard like the bass from a speaker. Out of 8 series Beamer, that'll wake up all you sleepers. See him speak, nah, I've been made a believer. I hear the Dabarine that's proclaimed from the preacher. 5-star general, the brain of a leader. With Yahuwah on my side, no, these lames can't defeat us. So I walk like I'm better than all those that dead is said. Y'all may be wiser, so much smarter and intelligent. Talk like I'm arrogant, but I'm still humble in that concrete jungle where I'm stomping with the elephants. Watching out for predators, it's real, not a game. When Yahusha hit the scene, the whole rock to be in flame. He's coming for the crown, the Malak to get his fame. Make example of Qatar, cause he got to get a name. Yahusha coming back on the judge to your rights. Girl around his paps and the sword over his eyes. Fire in his eye, got his anger waxing high. Turn before you burn, you'll be stooping out the side. You'll be stooping out the side. I said you stooping out the side. You'll be stooping out the side. I said you stooping out the side. You'll be stooping out the side. I said you stooping out the side. You'll be stooping out the side.
Listen, they say my mouth is like a cell phone, cause I be saying too much. Scars on my elbows, I just be praying too much. These hypocritic Christian sinners act like they do enough. Man, they don't love life, they live like and hate do they trust. Listen, when it's crunch time, it's gonna be hardcore. When that sun shine from Shamayim, it's gonna be Star Wars. I'm a child of light, why bother with my father coming on the cloud? No Luke Skywalker, he got force. Some hear and don't do, many men get inspired. If you still sinning, you gon' be skinny dipping in fire. Still dirty, it's too late to begin to switch and retire. Ain't worthy heard before really get to the wire. Salvation's on the line, beware cause you could die tonight. See the burden of my sin was heavy, but that light is light. Still filthy, he gon' bathe you in hell. They gon' get smoked when they lose, and he put the flame to the L. Easy.
Yahusha coming back on the judge to your rights. Girl around his paps and the sword over his eyes. Fire in his eye, got his anger waxing high. Turn before you burn, you'll be stooping out the side. You'll be stooping out the side. I said you stooping out the side. You'll be stooping out the side. I said you stooping out the side. You'll be stooping out the side. I said you stooping out the side. You'll be stooping out the side. Yeah, you stooping out the side. Look around, you see a sinners running rampant. On top of that, the government system is underhanded. Ever since the Most High laws done been abandoned with the 10 Commandments, this whole planet just getting ravaged. And the Nabaim Yahuwah said that this would happen. Bring a curse down around where we sit and inhabit. Both to the poor and the rich just living lavish. Leaving homes touring, major cities inhabit. Your word been established, they late to the party. We on PS5, you playing with Atari. Yahuwah not your father, you can take this to Maury. Or find out the hard way when he slay you with his army. Arrayed in his glory when it's soon coming been arrive. Toward devour y'all like he's starving in his dinner time. Wiping out the sinner race, you can call it genocide. Q'dash come and take your place, whole rocks be gentrified. Gentrified, 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 gentrified.
Hey yo, this is Jay Rich and you rocking with ZMR Radio. Know that.
Shalom and welcome back to the last stretch of the Request Live show. If you're just getting here, you have missed quite an interesting show. This evening went by quite swiftly. However, if you would like to possibly hear this show again in the future, as well as shows such as Flourish, Girl, Flourish, and My Candid Wisdom, which is coming back soon, get some stuff in order, go ahead, hit that cash app. Yes, your soul will be nourished. ZMR Radio. Simple as that. Simple as that. Check us out on IG. You see that handle also on your screen. And then also check out and Barack, the artist of the YGTD Yehuda Gang Till Death on Q'dash Zamar.bandcamp.com. If you say you're going to donate, drop a few dollars. Because although you don't have to pay, we put a lot into it. So your appreciation is appreciated. It sounds like Boog is being great. Are they playing Eye of the Tiger?
Hey,
What in the blank?
They playing that motivational music back there.
Boog is back there in the back. They are playing Eye of the Tiger, sir.
Yeah, it's Eye of the Tiger. All right. I heard. I said, man,
let's be great. Let's be great together. Yeah, that's phrase of the week. Be great. All right.
Hey, can you
What they
please
got?
make it put him on My Candid Wisdom as your first episode, or you already got that lined up?
He won't agree to it. I do believe that if
You all
he
talking about
does
me?
agree to it,
Yeah,
yes,
you.
we are talking about you. I think it would be a great episode.
I'm
Just to let you all
sitting
know,
right
I know
here.
that you see.
Huh?
Yes, I know you all see the blast asking if you would like to be a guest on My Candid Wisdom. We have been, Rich and I, shut down as far as soft white underbelly. And no, it's not an aim to be depressing or anything to that effect. However, the more that I allow myself to open up and the more of my Akeem and Akut that I speak to, I hear stories that for me, um, I know I've been through some things in life, but I hear their stories and I'm like, wow, like I went through some stuff, but I definitely did not go through what you went through. And I believe that not only will it allow us to better connect with each other and have a stronger bond, but it will also help because everyone isn't as verbal as I've become. Everyone isn't as open, and so it allows you to be able to possibly edify and strengthen the adult just that much more. And you never know who else might actually have the same story as you, as one off as your story may seem. Um, so yeah, that's the goal of it, is just to fortify the connection of Mishpachar and not only edify just us, y'all permit as we grow, we'll be able will I mean you can't not see us once the light reach you. So yeah, that's the overall goal. So if you have a
Let's
story
go.
that you would like to share, definitely hit me up on Telegram, hit me up on Instagram. You also see those handles scrolling across the left side of your screen. Yeah, let's share. Let's help edify the people and make them stronger, because that's kind of what the game is, right? Make you feel like you by yourself. You get off in the shell and book
So
soul
can you
and all that other
can
stuff.
you give an example of like the type of people that you're looking for to actually come on there?
She already did, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, never mind. No more example.
Cause I almost, I
Just
mean,
saying, you're not
I guess
listening. You're not about the movement.
I don't want to give away some, because we do have some guests, and some of the guests that we have lined up, I really hadn't heard their story completely. I'm still going through screening and getting some other stuff in order to make sure that everything
I'll
balances
be
and
up
it's
there.
nice.
Just I don't know when, but I'll do it. I'll do it.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, make
So
sure you
basically,
hold him to
like,
that. He going to act like he never said it.
well, yeah,
Said
and
what?
somebody else volunteered too, and they were like, I don't want to do it. I understand it can be a lot, because in sharing your story, it's depending on how, for lack of a better term, traumatic it is, you can't help but relive it. So as I really appreciate the individuals that have come forward and said, hey, I want to be a part of it. I greatly appreciate you, because I know that can be a lot. It can be a lot
Yeah.
to go through that again in your mind. Um, but at the same time, it's great that you're willing to share that to be able to help others. So again, the idea is not to be depressing or anything to that effect. We definitely have, I and myself
Ah, well, never
and the
mind then.
individuals helping me have
That man
some
backed
fun
out that
things
quick.
in store. Some fun things in store for My Candid Wisdom, but definitely the goal this season for me, I want to um for the time that we're here, help try to figure out like how to fix our families. And I think a part of the problem is this trauma that we don't talk about. It's the things that we hide. And even though we might hide them for people not knowing them, whether you realize it or not, not Boog, Rich and I talked about this in the episode. I can't remember the name of the episode. I apologize. But we were talking about slavery, and in doing research for that particular episode, I didn't realize that trauma was passed down genetically. So even if you never tell your children about your trauma, they inherit your trauma genetically.
Oh yeah. We talked
Scientific
about it in
facts.
Candid Wisdom. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, scientific facts. So I definitely want to open up that door just to make it not so taboo, not necessarily to shame anybody or put anything out, but just make the environment more open to be able to talk about those things so that we can heal from them, because everybody can't afford no therapist. And if we all helping each other, I mean, yeah, it's kind of
Yeah.
therapeutic. Not that we're professionals or
Yeah, this
anything
been
to
brought
that
to you
to
by
effect.
BetterHelp.
Yeah.
What in the world? Boog, you on your hate. They stopped playing Eye of the Tiger, so you gotta turn your hate
Yeah,
all the way up.
He ain't got no. Listen, man,
Turn
we
your
trying to
head
get
all the way up.
mental health over here, man.
Yeah, not necessarily.
That's
Just
fine.
be
That's fine.
free and yeah, heal the families. Be better people for our
KK don't want
children.
your family to be great, man.
Whatever.
That's messed up. You should always want everybody to be better, including yourself. First and foremost, yourself, definitely.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Rich, you ain't got nothing. Sneaking out of
Well,
nobody's basement, nobody daddy chased you with no shotgun or nothing like that.
nah, I ain't got nothing that the average person. This man here. Nah, I ain't got nothing that the average person ain't been through. Nothing that'd be special or whatever. It'll be stuff that the common
Man,
man
listen.
and probably been dead.
It's not about being special, man. It's your story, man.
Exactly. It doesn't
But
have to be now. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, I about to say one time I was gonna go over there. You told me I wasn't good enough to come on there. You was like, yeah, like that's not enough. He's like, I need more trauma, more stuff. I said, goodness. I'm
When
like, I
was
don't know what
this?
you looking for.
She said your life too sweet, son.
Yeah. She's like, yeah. It's like, you ain't enough, man. You ain't doing enough. I was like, yeah, my resume, I guess
Said
it
you
ain't
grew
good
up.
enough.
Ain't
She said
nobody
you grew
trying
up
to
in
sit up and talk
Nellyville.
for an hour about a hangnail. Like if you had a hangnail, yeah, I had a hangnail. That was
No, I
real
didn't
pressing.
I didn't even shoot my resume past you. I was just telling you. I said, yeah, I'll be like one of the first guests. You was like, yeah, I need more dramatic. You told me, I can't remember how you worded it, but
I
are
need
you
more
looking for more
death.
of a story? Yeah, like
I
you
need
want
more
more
people
like
I know
dead.
when more
an
people got
event.
killed. I know when more people got killed.
Yeah, so
Woo!
you shot me down, so I never came back.
Well, we can do a screening. We can see what you got. If it ain't no hangnail, then we'll see what you got. I'm sure all of us
Man.
have something to edify each other. It doesn't have to be anything extreme like that. Like if you do have anything that you would like to share of yourself that you feel would be helpful to the adult, you are more than welcome to hit me up and we can get this thing going. I look forward
Okay,
to
yeah,
it.
we'll revisit that. We'll definitely revisit it. You gave
All
me a
right.
glimmer of your call now.
All right. There it is. Chickens freezing cold outside in the winter. Brought to you by J Rich. There it
They
is.
are crazy.
Indeed,
Look,
we are. You are too. What was
Oh,
that?
trash man had something to say.
no, I was just talking about you and that. Look,
Oh, what I said?
don't worry. You don't even know what you said. It was on
I don't
Death Reminder. Oh, Stupid Not to Stop. Stupid Not to Stop. Look.
Oh,
I don't know why you came in the track like that.
I
Don't
didn't
worry
know how
about
you
it.
had said it. That's why I'm like, what I said.
yeah, I don't
That's
know that
horrible,
one.
man.
I don't know that one.
It was
It is.
just an intro
He
to the
just
song. That's
played
all
it.
it was. But I'm saying how you said it though. She
Don't worry
didn't
about it.
because I didn't understand what you said. I said look. I just said it kind of hard though.
No, you ain't say it like that. You ain't say it like that.
How do you say it?
The moment's past. Don't worry about it.
It's one of those lines he says that put great emphasis on his accent.
No, I
It's
just
an
want them
intro that
trash
mean
hard.
like you think you about to kill it when you come on. Something you say like when you were like I'm about to spit on here like y'all niggas better listen.
Yeah, and it was trash.
Like how you did it's just a reminder you spit a whole verse and then said talk to him, Rich. What?
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
did. Look,
Talk to
I had to
him,
hype my own stuff
Richie.
up. It would be great if I get
Like
somebody else on
what?
the ad lib to say it, but nobody else ain't gonna do it. So I
Remind
gotta hype my own
You
myself.
had
stuff.
a whole another person on the track. They weren't willing to do that because it was kind of weird. Like, I mean, it was nice, but it was still weird. Like, dude, you just got finished talking. Like, what do you mean? Talk to me. Like, the moment
Listen,
has passed. Where are you trying to
He just had to
do like an
encourage
end at the
himself.
beginning thing, or what is it?
yeah, I
My
had to
fault.
encourage my own self. I don't think
He had to
Mag
encourage
he's not gonna do
himself.
that. He's not gonna go in there and be like, talk to him,
'Cause
Rich. Like so,
No, he would
I had to
talk
do
to
I
him,
that.
think he would
Rich.
have did it.
Speak
He
to
would
the
been
people, Rich.
like talk to him, Rich. Like he would have did it kind of
Speak
more
to the people.
subtle.
Nah, he would have did it.
I needed to be like hype. So I was like, let me
He
go
had to
do it
hype
myself.
himself up because what happened to him. Because what happened to him on the
Yeah,
track, he had to hype
because
himself up.
according to somebody, I got murdered on there. So yeah, I had to hype it up.
Talk to him, Rich.
I think it was
That's
just
it.
energy placement. Sometimes it's not. I don't. Mm. Sometimes it's just energy placement. That's all.
Yeah, that's all it is. It's just a little energy placement.
Yeah.
Don't worry, me and Karen do a track.
Make
Yeah,
you make you
y'all
feel
skip
better.
his
Make you
part
feel
and
better.
come straight to mine.
Oh, y'all, no,
Skip
listen.
his
Me and you do a track. It's over with. It's over with.
It's gonna be
Let's
like,
do it.
What do you mean?
it's gonna be like how wisdom did you on the track. It'll be like, yeah, let me hit
Oh
wisdom on
no, why
there
you
and get the camp part. Be
gotta
like, yeah, all right, next.
no,
It's gonna be a
bring me
reenacted.
into it.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I had to, cause I like when people get on the chat and be like, yeah, you left no crumbs. Yeah, get it, girl. Yeah, and they don't say nothing about Kev. They're like, what about Kev? It's like, nah, it was just all you.
Slave.
Oh,
Slay
that's
Mount
so
Con,
wrong.
slay.
That
I was
is
like,
so
why they
wrong.
going?
So when we
I
gonna
really
get
like
this Rich and Boog track?
I don't know, this man playing around, man. Every time I be like, yeah, we're gonna do this track, this man want to do something else. So I don't know what Kev got going on.
Look. Nah. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We got stuff out there,
Yeah.
Working's working. We'll see what happens.
Kev got some other stuff on the plate too, though. So he might be a little tied up right now until then. And after that, we'll revisit.
Yeah, I can.
The fat joke on the slide. But
No. I was talking about the
Wow.
other track. I know I was talking about the track we all doing that you supposed to be working on.
You just can't hold water, my nigga. You can't.
Nah.
I was gonna say, golly.
There ain't no. I said we all like yeah. I revealed everything now. Nobody don't know what that means.
No, you did, but just don't worry about it. Just move on. Yeah. So yeah. Soft white.
Wow.
Soft white. What we talking about?
Yeah. Oh, now you want to talk about soft white. Before he don't want to talk about it.
He don't want to talk about soft white. He ain't
Exactly.
I don't. I really don't.
He ain't about that soft white life. Hey, matter of fact, well, I mean, nah, that just makes it worse. I was gonna say Magic Don Juan on. Hey, isn't there? Doesn't he have an episode with Magic Don Juan?
Yeah, everybody flooded the Kev DM so he can watch it. They do that one. me and Chuck did that one day, man. That man was so greedy. Flooded DM.
Wow,
with
y'all
soft
really
white
did.
Video. Yeah, he's like, what? He's like, I knew y'all communicate with each other. He's like, she sent me one. You sent me one 10 minutes later. She sent me another one. That man was pissed with her.
Goodness. Shout out to Chels, one of our faithful listeners. Yes, shout out to Chels. What in the world? Why y'all do that man like that?
Because he gotta get down with the movement. Get down and lay down.
I mean, y'all kicked the door in if y'all flooded in with what's it called? That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. Well,
did you watch one of them? Oh, he left. Never mind.
Oh.
You didn't watch none of them? Which ones did y'all send him?
No, I'm not.
Like the worst one that was out there.
Man, the man with the double pickles, that somebody could have kept that to themselves. I ain't never seen nothing like that on no soft white. Like legit, I have never seen anything like that on soft white. He's getting
freaky with it now. I said, what is this man doing now? Like, he's just getting free. From before, like, life stories, you can kind of like learn something. Like, I can't learn nothing from this man here. I'm like, I don't know why he did this.
I mean, you can learn something, but you can't do it.
Right, yeah. That's decent.
Man got a double portion, amen.
I said, how you get that? Like,
come on now.
That's
hold on. And the thing is, I think Jay Rich the one that sent it to me.
What?
No, that was somebody else sent that one. I remember that day. I ain't seen it.
It was KRP. It was KRP.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I remember it was a female sent that. I can't remember who it was.
Yeah, she was saying she got a random notification because the algorithm, the phone is listening, and the algorithm decided to send her. Now, why? What other things? Why it sent that one of all? I guess that's what I say. Of all of the things on Soft White Underbelly, why it sent that? I have no idea.
The phone heard something.
I'm just saying. I've got, like, matter of fact, I forgot. Rich, I have to send you that one, and I talked about it already on here. And we'll make some overtime, so I'll keep it short. But about the lady that she was like kingpin, she was boss when it came to slinging dope or whatever in her gang, and then some people in her gang flipped on her, and they left her naked in the middle of the winter, and she ended up getting frostbite. Yeah,
right.
So that's the kind of ones that pop up on me.
Yeah.
So,
all right, I'm gonna head out.
All right, be great.
Yeah. And very interesting that you would say that, Rich.
What? It popped up on you?
No, that's where we were going. So I tell you all every week. Before I say that, I want to say this. Thank you, Hadu, gracias, whatever language. Merced, whatever language you speak, We here at ZMR Radio appreciate you for supporting us, Y'all Commit Tomorrow, for an entire year. We are not
Oh
able
yeah.
to do that without you. We are not able to do that without our fellow artists. I almost used that word. I'm that much closer to using that word.
Yeah.
We appreciate each and every one of you, those that put in work to be able to provide Hot Zamar for us to be able to serve here on ZMR Radio. We appreciate our show host, Miss Wendy J. We appreciate her on Flourish Girl Flourish on Sunday and her team, her awesome. We appreciate the awesome team background for the Request Live show, and we definitely look forward to continuing to grow with your support. Y'all permit us another year, and so on and so forth. So I definitely did not want the opportunity to pass to express our gratitude for your faithfulness. And yeah, it can only get better from here. Definitely look forward to it.
It's only up.
Oh
However,
yeah. Oh yeah.
yes, yes,
We're
it's
gonna have
only up.
we're gonna have a special episode of Behind the Bar with Magwood talking about just a reminder. Jay Rich gonna interview him. You know, and I want to see his
Hey,
face.
but matter of fact,
I want to
he
see his
been
face when
he
he's
been
spitting
wanting
the
to talk
bars.
about it
So,
though, for real.
no, we're gonna do it. I'm for real. I'm gonna laugh
Yeah,
the whole episode.
because he wanted to talk
I'm
about the
done.
original. We had original plan for it, but we kind of deterred from it or detoured. I meant to say.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's
interesting.
so
coming next. So y'all get to see
Oh,
Rich face when he's like, yeah, I don't know how high the degrees get. Like when he's spitting that fire to him, and then you're gonna see
that's
Jay
my
Rich face.
favorite bar.
once I need 'em. Let me tell
Listen,
you something. Dark Knight is crucial.
oh yeah, he have some. I just want to know one thing. I want Dark Knight to actually give us that real snippet. He put out the instrumental. Listen, man, we need to hear some vocals behind there with that
Hold on,
snippet you
hold
sent
on.
us.
That's coming. That's coming. We already
Oh,
working on that.
you got
All
your
that's
hands
coming.
in
Oh,
that.
okay,
Okay,
okay, okay.
okay. Okay,
Yeah,
Inferno, Inferno. All right, Matt. We looking for
appreciate
you.
that
We
update.
looking
I
for
know
you.
you had your hands on it. Yeah.
Yeah, I know you
Yeah,
had your
that's
hands on
coming.
it either. Oh, pause for real. Cause see, I didn't think like that until you
Yeah,
said
it's coming.
it. You
Exactly.
ruined
Right.
that
Right.
thought.
Right.
Like what in the world? But yes, definitely looking forward to that. Cause Mag he lives up to his Dark Knight name. He will speak up to you, and you'll be like, "Dang, this is fly." He'll be like, "Yeah," to her like, "Yeah, rock,
Oh, dude, yep.
people rock." Well, Mexico overtime, 10:07. We have been here over our time. I'm sure y'all permit you don't mind. It has been edifying, refreshing for you. A nice break from this lovely, lovely plane of the world that we live on in, however you would say it, depending on your theory, round or flat. We won't get into that. But remember, I tell you every week, this kite that we have been given can be a very, very bumpy ride. But hold on, cause y'all is great. So what that make you?
Makes
Shalom
me
Mahab. Salute.
Shalom,
Shalom.
y'all.
Yeah. Two blessings.
Yeah, it's great, so what that make me?
I'm a child of the Most High Yah.
Cause I am his, he lives in me.
I ain't done by far, but look.
Yeah, it's great, so what that make me?
I'm a child of the Most High Yah.
Cause I am his, he lives in me.
I ain't done by far.
Yeah, it's great, so what that make me?
I'm a child of the Most High Yah.
Cause I am his, he lives in me.
I ain't done by far. Look, I know it might seem cocky, don't get it misconstrued. We the chosen of Yahuwah, just been chopped and screwed. These people played with us, these people told us lies. But now we hungry for the truth, so please don't be surprised. We coming for the pride, locked in with all our focus. Searching the word for direction, Yahuwah left for the chosen. I can't walk with my own sight, my steps been ordered by the bar. And I'm on now sing Yahusha, I know will take me far because
God is great, so what that make me?
I'm a child of the Most High Yah.
Cause I am his, he lives in me.
I ain't done by far, but look.
God is great, so what that make me?
I'm a child of the Most High Yah.
Cause I am flesh of human judges, 14 hours seeking occasion to avenge. At his hand, the blood of those who've been taken. Don't lose your fight because it's been a while. Keep fighting, don't let the wicked make you seek Belial. Keep going. The salvation of Yahuwah is Yahusha. Turn to the east and seek him in the times that it get crucial. He knew to lead the steps and keys for you and me to go seek peace. So after things become more evil, you should be on bended knees. Cause the grass withers away and the leaves fall off trees. Just to show it now you're living. One day you'll have to leave, but until then, keep going. Keep fighting. I said, keep going. Keep fighting. I said, keep going. Keep fighting. I said, keep going. Keep fighting and know that God is great, so what they may be. I'm a child of the Most High Yah. Cause I am His, He live in me. I ain't done by far, but look. God is great, so what they may be. I'm a child of the Most High Yah. Cause I am His, He live in me. I ain't done by far. God is great, so what they may be. I'm a child of the Most High Yah. Cause I am His, He live in me. I ain't done by far. Look.
MK. One time, I'ma tell it to him like it is. Q'dash on.
Yeah, that's us.
Q'dash on.
And y'all we trust.
Q'dash on.
We adjust.
We Q'dash on.
That's what's up.
Represent. Yeah, sin we don't consent. We don't consent. We don't consent. We don't gotta represent. Yeah, that's us. Q'dash on.
Yeah, that's us.
Q'dash on.
And y'all we trust.
Q'dash on.
We adjust.
We Q'dash on.
That's what's up.
Represent. Yeah, sin we don't consent. We don't consent. We don't consent. We don't gotta represent. Yeah, that's us. 3 times a week, you know that we having it. That word I hit in my law. Let it take root, nigga. I planted it. 85 South, traveling. I see the Pope, I'm passing them. You looking at hoes on Instagram. We be Yahudi, you average man. Bench wanna get me off, hitting my phone. I'm like, what's up? Wanna be friends? I be like, nah, I don't even know who you are. You wantin' a nigga caught up. I'm in the Q'dash with Amunah. People of Yahuwah, nigga, this Smith God. You an outsider, can't build a house. Nigga, take off, just get the hell out. Knowing I got what I need. What's that? Yahuwah, Yahusha, and need. That's money. Alignment who wait with the seed. Long. Few help us see, cause Shalaki. Take what I got from my journey. Get rid of things that hurt me. They be the niggas who plot. Them niggas must have forgot. You can't do nothing against the Amount. Q'dash on.
Yeah, that's us.
Q'dash on.
And y'all we trust.
Q'dash on.
We adjust.
We Q'dash on.
That's what's up.
Represent. Yeah, sin we don't consent. We don't consent. We don't consent. We don't gotta represent. Yeah, that's us. Q'dash on.
Yeah, that's us.
Q'dash on.
And y'all we trust.
Q'dash on.
We adjust.
We Q'dash on.
That's what's up.
Represent. Yeah, sin we don't consent. We don't consent. We don't consent. We don't gotta represent. Yeah, that's us.
We hollow the ancient of days. Follow the ancient of ways. See it, read it, believe it. The body in every page. Sharpen like razor blades. An army of y'all brigades. Boot camps with little lamps in this darker age. Yahudi the law was gave. For beauty for all the praise. No matter it's small and great. We gather to always say. Truly the call was made. From tallest to crawling babes. Our future is small and brave. The fruit of our loins played. Like beautiful harvest made. The arches of y'all blaze. Arrows and stray sparrows. Defenses being slayed. A barrel we not afraid. Of gallows and shallow graves. We battle when wars wage. Unravel Qatar the way. It's narrow and straight the gate. Our power is tailor-made. For us who wages paid. For labor and favor gave. But ground it can't take away. The grounded the stable state. Abounding the celebrated. Renowned the separated.
Q'dash on.
Yeah, that's us.
Q'dash on.
And y'all we trust.
Q'dash on.
We adjust.
We Q'dash on.
That's what's up.
Represent. Yeah, sin we don't consent. We don't consent. We don't consent. We don't gotta represent. Yeah, that's us. Q'dash on.
Yeah, that's us.
Q'dash on.
And y'all we trust.
Q'dash on.
We adjust.
We Q'dash on.
That's what's up.
Represent. Yeah, sin we don't consent. We don't consent. We don't consent. We don't gotta represent. Yeah, that's us.
here to let you know just weather the storm. Yes, he knows if you could make it, then it wouldn't be so. Keep running. I know you like I can't take no more. Just walk in the light and fight, he won't let you fall. And just like members of a body, you connect to me. I don't know about you, but I ain't trying to go through no surgery. So stay connected, don't try to do this separately. And just hold on a little while and we'll be free. I know, feel like you're struggling forever, but you know you're not alone. We going through this thing together. I know, feel like this pain will last forever, but you know you're not alone. We going through this thing together, this thing together, this thing together.
I know just how you feel. Situation seems unreal. Trouble awaits to test our fate. No, you're not alone. Despite what we feel, gotta do the Father's will. Trouble awaits to test our fate. Just know you're not alone. No. I know you're feeling down because you've been here before. And I know when it gets tough, ready to walk out the door. But where are you headed? Another dead end. It won't be more than all our he will allow. If one decides to leave, we gotta keep moving. Cause in the end, they'll be the only one losing. Keep running steady, so we'll be ready. No matter what, we gotta make we gotta make it. I know just how you feel. Situation seems unreal. Trouble awaits to test our fate. No, you're not alone. Despite what we feel, gotta do the Father's will. Trouble awaits to test our fate. Just know you're not alone. You know we've come too far to turn it quit. Gotta pray so we can make it in. Gotta make it in. Though you cry sometimes from pain within, you gotta know that there's no giving in. There's no giving in.
Okay, I know, feel like you're struggling forever, but you know you're not alone. We going through this thing together. I hope you know we going through this thing together. If we make it to the end, it's me and you and then forever.
I know just how you feel. Situation seems unreal. Trouble awaits to test our fate. No, you're not alone. Despite what we feel, gotta do the Father's will. Trouble awaits to test our fate. Just know you're not alone. No.
Yeah. Right. Look, I know. Yeah. Trigger Hood. Yeah. I know. Yeah. I'll hit provide. Okay. I'll hit ya ukana. Yeah. Look, I'll hit will provide. Look, I know. I'll hit ya ukana. Yeah. I'll hit will provide. Look, I know. I'll hit ya ukana. Yeah. Look, I'll hit will provide. Look, for sure, I'll hit ya ukana. Yeah. For guarantee go get you one. Yeah. I know. I'll hit ya ukana. Yeah. Look, eventually was meant to be. But see, his Kai essentially was meant for me. More specifically, propensity to end your speech. Yahuwah him Sadi, don't touch my empress seat. They wanna injure me, so empathy don't interest me. Lamar, don't chase the streets, just be chase the street. Yeah, hey look, mess around with my Mishpachah. Yeah, I know 40 cal come get you some. Yeah, yo, my nah. Yeah, I know what you have my Mishpachah. Yeah, Allah he will provide. Yeah, I know Allah he Ya'ukana. Yeah, Allah he will provide. Look, I know Allah he Ya'ukana. Yeah, okay, Allah he will provide. Look, I know Allah he Ya'ukana. Yeah, I owe everything y'all will provide. Look, I know Allah he Ya'ukana. Yeah, for sure, Allah he will provide. Look, I know Allah he Ya'ukana. Yeah, look, since in the end what we begin, grudge it make it in, break will make amends. Then escape from sin, pray, repent, and pray again. Just don't hate within, a heart create within. Yeah, look, so straight Q'dash what we be on. Yeah, I know you think the hate gon' get you on. Yeah, look, commit the top we don't condone. Yeah, I know Yahushua, please take us home. Yeah, Yahushua, yeah, I know Elohim Ya'ukana. Yeah, Elohim he will provide. Yeah, I know Elohim Ya'ukana. Yeah, so you hoot it. Yeah, ha, I know. Yeah.
In this lane, nice word. Y'all said to be perfect. Con undeserved. Had to learn that I'm worth it. In this lane, nice word. Y'all said to be perfect. Con undeserved. Had to learn that I'm worth it. In this lane, nice word. Y'all said to be perfect. Con undeserved. Had to learn that I'm worth it. In this lane, nice word. Y'all said to be perfect. Con undeserved. Had to learn that I'm worth it. In this concrete jungle, hustling daily, trying to make ends meet. Pull out navigation and patience, so sit don't hedge me. Cares of this, a Ross will leave you swerving in the ditch. See, a lane has been paid, no fool can air if he just listening. Application like that job you've been slaving, but better benefits. Transgression for carnality, no need because Yahushua sent. Trust he will take care of it. Your life is who's control. Had to learn this myself. No ease at first, yet you get bold. Taking on Muadi, approved or disapproved. I ain't caring, they can't destroy me. But the false resting place, know that it's precious. So high my bills get paid important, but his flame I ain't daring. Cause to get in his my food, must prove my ways they ain't errand. So in his lane, nice words. Y'all said to be perfect. Con undeserved. Had to learn that I'm worth it. In his lane, nice words. Y'all said to be perfect. Con undeserved. Had to learn that I'm worth it. In his lane, nice words. Y'all said to be perfect. Con undeserved. Had to learn that I'm worth it. In his lane, nice words. Y'all said to be perfect. Con undeserved. Had to learn that I'm worth it.
Description of this lane travel, straight and narrow. Restricted persecution is the path I choose to follow. Got a perfect model, but I'm easy on the throttle. You can keep the liquor bottle, make it fine with living water. Swerving to a slaughter, let me keep it out the dish. Automatic transmission, adequate for any shift. Powered by my Yahuwah, if you about the truth. When these sinners pull me over, charge me DWQ. Hey, that driving Q'dash, a slow racer, but I'm right. I'm observing all the signs, this protecting my device. Won't leave without my stash. Encounter several toll stations, just a manifestation. Law to the road that I'm obeying, ain't swerving.
Nice swerving. Y'all said to be perfect. Con undeserving. Had to learn that I'm worth it. In this lane, nice swerving. Y'all said to be perfect. Con undeserving. Had to learn that I'm worth it. In this lane, nice swerving. Y'all said to be perfect. Con undeserving. Had to learn that I'm worth it. In this lane, nice swerving. Y'all said to be perfect. Con undeserving. Had to learn that I'm worth it. All praises to Yahuwah through his son Yahushua HaMashiach. This is your Aku, Wisdom Simone, and you're tuned in to ZMR Radio.
Hold up, grab the broom, clean the loft, now resume. Through the trust, when the dust fill the room. Be my eyes, be my guide through the bloom. Thoughts got me in a pit, no cocoon. Will I ever get up out of so much dog got me consumed? When I'm filled, I mop them up, spot a kick back in that tomb. If this is where I'm planted, send your water, watch me bloom. Got my steps, watch my shoes, change the plans, watch me move. Less of me, more of you. Now that's a bet, I can't lose. Got my steps, I can't lose. Change the plans, I can't lose. Less of me, I can't lose. Now that's a bet, I can't lose. Ain't no stopping, I'ma pop it to the end. Tell you who this shit looking to offend. No sin, can't be numbered with them. Only got one shot for the win. Keep calling, I'm all in. All I got for the bin. Where you been? Honey down on your Yahuwah. I bet it again and again. Forevermore, grateful, take control. And got my steps, watch my shows. Change the plans, watch me move. Less of me, more of you. Now that's a bet, I can't lose. Got my steps, I can't lose. Change the plans, I can't lose. Less of me, I can't lose. Now that's a bet, I can't lose.
Dame la ciencia.
I serve the mighty Elohim, the one that reigns supreme. He got the power to save, there to join the winning team. Yahuwah through Yahushua, I know that concept new to ya. Writing morning stars, so you might as well call him Lucifer. Mighty Elohim, the one that reigns supreme. He got the power to save, there to join the winning team. Yahuwah through Yahushua, I know that concept new to ya. The bright and morning star, so you might as well call him Lucifer. I serve a mighty Elohim, for him I write Shireen. When that word come across my heart, it's like a knife for guillotine. By the way, it's gonna cut, man. That's the way he show we love, man. The law come bust my head, but the game don't stop, I'm playing rugby. But I told me count the cost, but put away my money. To go live twice, gotta spend my life, nobody take it from me. I lay it down, like a dog you take to the pound. You could not lose weight in the round, eulogize and place in the ground. You choose either lake you be found, the one that be with fire. Used to hang with deceivers, cheaters, and even liars on the highway to Shio. Screeching tires, bust that UE, now it's I-35 and 8. We're living clean, so quiet, had to say bye to that old man. When it got rid of them old plans, I left him, made my confession turn, so I won't burn like a slow jam. Now usher me in, I'ma keep asking, trouble it been, until he just had it, I'm under his skin. Kept the commandments, I be one of his friends. To the mighty Elohim, the one that reigns supreme. He got the power to save, there to join the winning team. Yahuwah through Yahushua, I know that concept new to ya. The bright and morning star, so you might as well call him Lucifer. Mighty Elohim, the one that reigns supreme. He got the power to save, there to join the winning team. Yahuwah through Yahushua, I know that concept new to ya. The bright and morning star, so you might as well call him Lucifer. I said the bright one highly y'all. Better pick up when they make the call. The man more wiser than you all, but it rather back hot like my lava fall. Whole book for the stupid things, still don't get it. You never see what you do when you still sinning. Think about it, man, it don't make sense. Cause you're a preacher who can prove out that he's been sin. Tell you who it done the sense, make a back. What you saying, big cap like a snapback. Keep it acting like a cause your neck crack. My opinion is fiction, but it's all facts. My all Shaddai, my Elohim. Yahuwah and Yahushua, that's the way in the team. Get a verse across over, now you're Abarim. We drop the boy to levitate when he hit the scene.
If you wanna rise first, then be waitlist and get your name on the registry, the wait list. You wanna trust it when it's good, you can take this. I just can you endure, show patience? Nah, I don't think so. You missed the mark like a shack shooting free and you stinking of nothing like a kid eating Fritos. Get it right while you stick it a chance. When he come back, he gon' be judging the land. Bring advantage to the world to make war with the land. So pick a side, he the man, draw a line in the sand. How you wanna give that your all and he owns it? I let you in on the secret if you wanna get it right and divide it. From the east you try to who can live with it, preach and he stands on it.
Mighty Elohim, the one that reigns supreme. He got the power to save, better join the winning team. Yahuwah through Yahushua, I know that concept new to ya. The writing on the stars, so you might as well call him Lucifer. Mighty Elohim, the one that reigns supreme. He got the power to save, better join the winning team. Yahuwah through Yahushua, I know that concept new to ya. The writing on the stars, so you might as well call him Lucifer. Praise y'all, I should be dead. All my desires, yeah, they were fed. Straight to the slaughter, I was led. I was so gone. And again, everything in that bed. Higher than that head, up on that giraffe. Man, I was gone. Man, won't nothing going right. Thought I had sight. Didn't know till I saw that light. It cleaned me up, it changed my life. Put down them thoughts, picked up my wife. And they be like, boy, where they do that? Y'all do what y'all wanna do now. That's for me and my family. Better get my mission because we go against the grain and they send us cat. Yeah. Ooh, I love it. I'm gone. My mind's in my mind is. Yeah. My mind is. Yeah. My mind is. My mind is. My mind's in 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 my mind is.
My mind is gone like where I be. The synagogue 3 times a week for Q'dash moon and annual feast. You understand, capiche. My mind was sick and also twisted. Was hot in other dimensions. Now I walk upright. They say breezy boy on his business. Had to cut the weight, turn my life around. Now I'm into shape. Don't try us, we won't hesitate. Watch me levitate, boy, we out of here. Had a clean face, now I got a bit of plotting on us, but we got the gang grill like Q'dash music. Ain't no ordinary hip hop, ain't kissing no tail, ain't eating no booty. My body's a temple, no Shirley or Rudy. Smoking, drinking, last and gone. Had to leave on the cushion alone. They told us that cussing's wrong, so what the blank is going on? How can you believe somebody who is always telling lies? I won't use they saying for the coke or high, cause my mind is. 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 My mind's in 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 my mind is. Oh my mind, oh my mind, oh my mind, what a time. I say, oh my mind, oh my mind, what a time. When I see my yard, what a time. Oh my mind, I say oh my mind, what good time. Oh my mind. When I see young bees, what a good time. I limit the praises to him, cause I know that I made it. Had to cut some people off, and I know that they hate it. And I hope we make it into heaven. Congratulations, see you place yourself. You gon' see the second death. I plan on keep my mind on y'all. If you be my help, plan on feasting with the saints while we praising our ruler, resting on his Shabbat. Glory, hallelujah, and I'm standing so I can make it in. I use my music just to tell my story, also so y'all can get the glory. If I keep pressing, then I know it's a seed waiting for me. My miracle, I know I better see them there, but I can only take me, and that's just straight fair. And I wanna fly with y'all, walk in Shamahin like, oh my mind, oh my mind, yeah. Oh my mind, oh my mind, what a time. I said, oh my mind, oh my mind, what a time. When I see my yard, what a time. Oh my mind, I said, oh my mind, what good time. Oh my mind.
All praises to Yahuwah through his son Yahusha. I couldn't do this on my own, so give the glory to him. When I think of what he's done for me, I give him praise. Lift my face to the sky with my hands raised. I used to live a simple life, but now my life's changed. Now I'm praying to y'all for that ooze grace and mercy, cause like the men before me, I turned away from his word. Hell is what I deserve. Please grab me on the curb and give me dispensation. Please God, don't cut off another generation, but let me make it in so I can sing your face. I choose Shamayim over any earthly place. New Jerusalem, I wanna make it my home. Walk through the gates and onto the streets of gold. I'll be new in the kingdom, lead me by the hand. Wanna be like Daoud and really dance.
Oh my mind, oh my mind, what a time. I said, oh my mind, oh my mind, what a time. When I see my yard, what a time. Oh my mind, I said, oh my mind, what good time. Oh my mind. I'm looking at my clock, hoping that I'm ready. Walk the streets with girl, you heard my little brother say it. It's all on me now. It's all on me, but whether I go up or down, I can't lose my crown. When that trumpet sound, gotta get off the ground. I'm tryna be Shamayim bound. Oh my mind, oh my mind, oh my mind, what a time. I said, oh my mind, oh my mind, what a time. When I see my yard, what a time. Oh my mind, I said, oh my mind, what good time. Oh my mind, oh my mind, oh my mind, what a time. I said, oh my mind, what a time. When I see my yard, I say, oh my mind, what a time. Oh my mind, what a time.
every day, but mine was on y'all anyway. And these These lasting Rasha days, my life can't help but give him praise. Caught me, drew me from a place of degradation and disgrace. Vessel of dishonor, he marked me so I can be remade. He wore to see remainers roll I eat, I see the gains. Casting off the weight of anything that caused my feet to sink. Float away like Julie, my helium be his Dabarim. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Same words, my gravity. Keep me tight like alleyways. Precise the road was paid for, his grave was laid. Precious dom escaped from the veins of innocent, but soft for my talk convicted and contradicted in ignorance. They ain't no eyes holding disbelief, blind with envy and deceit. Set away from me to see through a niche. Cry me cause I'm still focused. True Yehudi, now a walker. Pull all a place like Austin for the change of me. Talk halal. Yeah.
I never thought I would've made it here. From a city where a lot of folks don't make it there. Bullet sprayed, might take your J's, the latest pair. Aim at your crown, they laying you down, baby heads. Either they die in the prison time, get crazy years. But you who ain't left me, kept me, gave me care. Put me in Georgia, far from my home state. The ball with the bait that pulled me out the water, Lake Lanier. They make me fear you, fishing rod. Came and got me, but he left my posse, I consider more. Life a card game for some, he declared this is war. Got him high, walk around blind up in the liquor store. But this is not for my locks, drunken, you forget the law. You can call us Oscar, Kanye's like a Singapore. Sun risen on his week, I light, now I vision strong. Who would've ever thought me, I would get the call? Yeah.
Yo, what up? It's your boy Big Cookie. It's your boy Big Bree. Hey, yo, this is Jay Rich.
And read the future, and you listening to ZMR Radio.
Hey, what up, family? It's your boy Big Cookie, aka Mr. Sing It Like You Mean It himself. You tuned in to ZMR Radio Station, the baddest station in the land. Stream it, share it, donate, whatever you do. Support this Q'dash Zamar.